Okay, welcome everyone to our first official AMA with Landian. We are so excited to have you guys with us. My name is Becca and I'm going to be the host for today. Here with us we have a co-founder of Landian. His name is Alejo.
Hey guys, how are you? Great to be here. This is our first of many events like this that we're going to do.
So guys, we are so excited to be announcing that we're going to be doing one AMA every other week on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Central Time, which is also Colombian time. And for the weeks that we don't have an AMA, we are going to be releasing a blog, so you guys will still be able to have that type of interaction. So today we are going to be sharing some exciting news that's happening in the metaverse, and we're going to be sharing that with you guys. So for example, the concert that happened with Natiash, and also the UGP event. So are so excited to be sharing this information with you guys. Just to let you guys know, for those of you who might be new, what Landian is exactly is one of the many metaverses that there are, and it's a really cool experience to connect your business and just a lot of different opportunities where maybe in other settings it's not possible. So Landian really connects the metaverse world with the real world, which is a really cool experience. Alejo, do you want to share anything about that?
Well, most of the people that's here already know a lot about what we're doing, but for the last 34 months we've been working kind of in stealth mode to be able to be where we are today. We'll discuss a little bit about the new things that we're doing, especially for the roadmap for the next 90 days. But I can tell you that after all these months, we're ready actually to show the world where we are, the amount of people that are jumping in. We're going to be giving short descriptions of a lot of the hero projects that we have, including a lot of the governments that have signed with us and that we're already working with. So, I mean, we talked several times in the Telegram chat, but I think this being our first video event is going to be great because you're going to find out a lot of more stuff. If you have any questions, just feel free to post it on Telegram, and then you'll be able to actually, we'll be able to actually answer them for you.
Yeah, guys, today we are live on YouTube, Twitter Space, and Twitch, so make sure that you share the link with all your friends and family, and if you do have any questions, go ahead and ask those in the Telegram. So maybe this is your first time with us, but we're so excited to have you guys anyways. So just some exciting news that has recently happened. In the month of May, we had a special event that was a concert with Natiash. This was a really cool experience because it was the first Latin American artist that was in the metaverse, and it was a live concert. They used a lot of equipment that really was able to connect the real moment actions and facial expressions, so it was a really cool experience to interact. Alejo, do you want to share anything about that?
Well, that event was really cool. It was the first live event we did. It was a beta, so very few people was invited. We just wanted to see how it was going to work. I think it's the first actual concert that was done on Unreal Engine 4 or 5 inside Landian. And it was so good that in the end of the concert, Natia actually asked us to do a cinematic video of everything, and she actually used it as her music video itself. So after that video, I can tell you, I can't give you a lot of the names, but after that, we already have a waiting list of people, artists around the world that saw it and came back to us saying, not only I want to do a video, I actually want to do a concert with live people inside. So we're preparing that. In the next 90 days, we're probably going to have 1 or 2 more. And then after we launch, a lot of people are going to just go, be able to go live.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome to see that this technology is now possible, guys. We're so excited to see what other artists we can experience this with in the future. So stay tuned, because hopefully in the future we'll have more opportunities for that. We also were able to be part of the GP event that was in Medellin. It was at the University of Medellin, and we were actually a sponsor for this event. So it was really cool for people to be able to experience this martial arts event. Do you want to share anything about that, Alejo?
This is the second time we sponsored that event. UGP is the Latin America branch of UFC. They are in the Latam Pass for UFC and all of that. So this, like I told you, this is the second time. It was a great event. We're doing another one in Expo Crypto, which Landian is fully sponsored September from September 5th to September 11th. And that event itself, it's going to be great. We're going to have the first ever MMA fight inside the metaverse. I can't give you a lot of the details, but we'll start telling you some of the stuff that we're doing because it's going to be crazy. It's going to be amazing. They're going to use the Tesla suits that we have here in the office. One people is going to be here in Medellin. The other person is going to be somewhere in Asia. And the fight is going to be happening in the metaverse. So the first fight of that event itself is going to be live production in Landian Metaverse.
Okay, awesome, Alejo. Thank you so much for that information. And guys, remember to leave your comments in the Telegram. If you guys have any questions, we'll try to get to those today or in future AMAs. Thank you so much for being connected with us. We also want to announce that there is going to be this new Ecosland in Landian. So that is going to be decentralized blockchain-based racehorse platform. So this is going to have a lot of opportunities for those of you who are really interested in racehorses. Maybe this was a dream of yours in the past and you never got to experience it, but now you can experience it in the metaverse. There's going to be a lot of different cool opportunities with that. You can own a horse, you can be a bookmaker, you can be a horse breeder. There's really a lot of options for that. So Alejo, what would you like to tell us about this new and cool experience?
I think more than telling a lot about this project, what I want people to understand is that there's a huge opportunity here, especially for you guys, early adopters that have been with us for a long time. And now that we're ready to launch, it's important to understand a couple of the hero projects that are jumping in. So just to give you an idea, it's 100% created inside Landian, ready for launch. It's avocado coin. They did a whole city based on the growth of avocado plantations. Same thing for Cannabis City. We're doing right now with a very, very big company. We're doing Coffee Land, which is an amazing project again. And one of the other ones that we're doing is Ecosland. And like we were saying, Ecosland, it's a place where there's everything. In the middle part of the amenities is equestrian center. That includes a polo field, a racetrack. People are going to be able to buy NFTs of independent horses that are pure-blooded, and you're going to be able to breed them together. And once that happens, the new NFT that comes in will have part of the genetic of those both horses that are their parents. So people are going to actually be able to breed them, raise them, make money on them, but also people are going to be able to buy a lot of farms around it to be able to enjoy all the equestrian things that happen in the actual real world.
Okay, awesome. So guys, again, if you have any questions, make sure to leave your questions in the Telegram. So this is going to be part of the sports district, correct? So could you just tell us a little bit about the sports district? What does that look like? What is it going to entail? So that people can kind of have some information about that.
I think that everybody's excited to see what's actually happening inside Landian. The blueprint or the map for all the districts is 100% ready. Something that you probably guys don't know is that it actually includes not only the raw land, but it includes mountains, it includes rivers, ponds. So it's more than just an empty land that people are going to come in and actually build on top of. It's going to be more than that. There's a lot of geographic things that you're going to be able to see. Specifically in one of the districts, which is a sport district, what's going to happen is we have big collaborations. Some I can't tell, but we're talking about racetracks, we're talking about horses. We're talking about tennis courts with different associations around the world. We're talking about the MMA that we're doing. We're talking about track and field. And it's not only like you see or you can imagine in other metaverse that it's people selling sports stuff. It's also people engagement and doing play to earn games inside. It's also being the opportunity to actually live around some of those big sports names. We're actually right now doing 3 or 4 houses for specific players around the world of soccer. We're replicating around 12 stadiums, some from Brazil, some from Morocco, which is the first 2 sports associations we're doing digital twins for, and we're doing all of that. And so when we're talking about sports district, it's not what you think about 3 or 4 stores selling stuff. It's huge opportunities of doing everything. Doctors that specialize in sports injuries, sportswear. So the imagination is the top. So whatever you guys want to do, it's the time to start putting that together, because the day that we open and people are going to be able to choose their lots, at that exact time when that happens, the next thing that's going to happen is all of those lots are going to go out, and what that happens is that the resale of the value of the lots are going to be high, but also a lot of the people have already been working on specific stuff they're going to build inside there. So one is sports, the other one, it's business and finance, the other one is fashion, the other one is entertainment. So there's a lot of stuff that we can actually do in there.
Wow, that's awesome. So Alejo, some questions that we have for you. One of the big questions is, what are the real differences between the 6 districts? Could you kind of explain that? I mean, I'm sure the location is different and everything, but could you just let everyone know what the big differences are between the 6 different districts?
Well, I think you guys from the other events we've done, you know that Landian, it's a concentric circle, and each district it's in that specific circle. So it's like if you get a circle and divide it into 6. Each one has different specialities, and also has, which is very important, has different landscape. But most important is like you have to decide which district you want to go in. You can go into the 6 of them. You can actually go around like in any city, going from one place to another through some portals that we have. And the most important thing is that, for example, the sports, it is basically for the people that want to encourage or do anything that has to do with sports, exactly with business, exactly with entertainment. There's always questions about which one is the best district to start with, which one is the one that's going to sell more, and nobody knows. I mean, nobody can tell you right now what's going to happen. We do believe we have enough engagement right now with big communities in each one to be able to make a complete sold out if everything goes well in each of the districts. What's also important is that each district works independently, even though they're inside Landian. So for example, if 100% of the first stage lots in the entertainment districts are sold, and 20% is being built, then the second stage for that specific district will be able to go for sale. That doesn't mean that the other ones will grow as fast, and each independent one will grow as fast as each community wants it to be.
Awesome, thank you. So another question that people have had in the community is they want to know if you want to sell Mega Block in the future, in a couple of years, can you do that in different parts, or does it have to be as a whole?
Well, the day you will be able to go in and actually choose what lot you want, or if you want to buy a Mega Block consists of around 1,600 lots of 10 by 10, more or less. So if you go in and buy a Mega Block, you will be able to actually then divide it in independent lots the size you decide, and you can actually sell it independently. So you can buy a Mega Block by yourself, and then if you choose to do the 1,600 lots, that's fine. If you don't want to do that and just want to do bigger lots and just do 800 lots, double the size, you can also do that and send them independently at the price that you want. When you go out, it's going to be like any other NFT collection or land that you buy. You're going to buy it, you're going to actually immediately you can put it for sale or for auction, or you'll be able to start getting actually people pushing you to sell it for a specific price. So yes, the answer is yes, you're going to be able to buy it and resell it in different portions for whatever price you decide is the market price you want.
Okay, perfect. And just from the community today, we have some questions. So question number one is, will there be a cost to go into the different districts, like passes or needing to do that, to go through the different districts?
No, actually, everything to go into Landian is free. You go into Landian for free. You are going to do your own MetaHuman with a MetaHuman creator that's proprietary from Landian. And once you create your MetaHuman, you're going to be able to walk in a lobby which has the 6 portals to go into any of the 6 districts, and everything is for free. The only thing you have to pay for is if you actually want to buy land, or if you wanted to buy any of the stuff that is going to be for sale inside Landian.
Okay, great. And then our last question here, what anti-bot measures will be in place during the land launch? Will there be a cool down between each land purchase?
That's a great question, and I've had a lot of actual launchpad experiences, which I personally hate. If you guys haven't been in any, don't. But if you want to try it, go and see what happens. And those bots can definitely do a lot of harm to the community. So we have a lot of measures put in place so that nobody can use bots. Our NFTs are going to be on top of the new protocol, which allow us to have a lot of control on that. We do think that a lot of people are going to come in and actually buy a lot of the lots the same day we go out. But the good news is that you guys know that we've been very, very careful on how much supply we put in circulation. So our circulating supply is very, very low right now, and it's very limited. So whoever is buying is actually buying for their own.
Okay, awesome. And a couple more here just because the community is really involved with us today. So Clint is asking, when can we get the map and can I have it first?
We all want it first. I actually can tell you this. We've been working on the map. The final version that will include all of this that I'm telling you, which includes rivers, mountains, and all of that is going to be ready pretty soon. You guys at the community are going to be the first ones to see it. We'll upload it into our social media. But I think you're going to get impressed because it's not the usual thing. It's not what you're used to see in the actual market today. So you're going to see it very soon. I would say you're going to see it in the next, I don't see why you can't see it in the next 15 days, which will be already done. And I can tell you that all of you early adopters that have been here for all this long time, it's now that you're going to actually get really excited because there are a lot of things happening as we speak that will make the next 90 days really, really crazy and show the people that, yeah, we've been in stealth mode, but that doesn't mean we haven't been working. So you're going to be very pleased with what you see.
Okay, awesome. And then another one here, you talk about the NEAR protocol in the WP. Is there any more information that you can give on the NEAR integration?
The NEAR integration is 100% done with everything that we're doing. You're going to see it in the swap. You're going to see it also when you actually buy the NFTs of the lots itself. They are already on top of NEAR. So that integration has already occurred. We have been tested it now for a long time. We decided on NEAR based on the capability it has of multi-layers to engage, which is very important, and it's also multi-coin. So for us, that was a no-brainer to take advantage of the technology they have. A lot of the old protocols are actually moving towards some similar things, but they're 100% ready. They have their own exchanges, their own wallets, their own NFT marketplaces. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that will help the community because everything is drag and drop. It's going to be really easy for you guys to use it. Nobody's is expecting you guys to be programmers or anything like that.
Okay, awesome. And then another one here. Do the built-in smart contracts use NEAR as opposed to BNB, BNB, etc.? Is NEAR used for the built-in marketplaces?
Near protocol is going to be used inside Landian for everything needed to do with NFTs. So anything related to NFTs will be on top of the Near protocol, just to make everything easier. Not only easier, but inexpensive. I don't know if you guys know this, but I acquired one of the NFTs for the Bored Apes metaverse, and the gas fee that I had to pay just in Ethereum, the gas fee itself was $7,100. So it doesn't make sense to try to sell something for a huge community, democratizing everything and selling lots for $32 if you have to pay $50 or $80 for a gas fee. It doesn't make any sense. So Near protocol, we use it also because it's very inexpensive to do any of those gas fee transactions.
Okay, awesome. And thank you so much, Josh M. Nothing to see here. Thank you guys so much for your questions. We really appreciate your interaction. And yeah, that is the end of our AMA, guys. Please subscribe to our channels, follow us so that you guys can have the up-to-date information for our next ones. Be sure to come on our next one in 2 weeks. Well, not next week, but the following one. And then we will also have our blogs. So.
One thing I want to tell you, which is going to be on the social media in the next few hours, is next week, Monday or Tuesday, the whitelist will be out. And that whitelist will allow people, especially you guys, because as you know, we haven't done any marketing at all, zero marketing. So the early adopters who have believed in the project for this long, that are ready, is the whitelist is going to be out. You're going to be the ones, the first ones to jump in and actually engage being part of that whitelist. There's only 2,000 spots, and when you go in, you will be able to have access to the actual lot map before anybody else. So two things will happen. First of all, if you're in the whitelist, you're gonna get the blueprint of the actual Landian map before anybody else, plus the day of the launch of people being able to go in and buy the lots itself and choose them. You will be able to go 2 hours before everybody else in the world and choose the lots before anybody else. So for that specific time, 2 hours before the launch, if you're in the whitelist, you'll be able to do that. After that, in around 2 weeks from now, we're gonna have our swap ready in the Landian page where people can actually go in and actually buy and acquire Landian and pay with other cryptocurrencies. So two things that you didn't know, that shows how close we are to actually being able for you guys to buy the lots, is whitelist is out next week, swap will be out the next week, the week after. So all of that is ready 100%, and you'll see it on the website. So I think all these months that we've been in and waiting have come to a really, really cool end, which means we're ready to do the whitelist.
Well, there you have it, guys. You've heard from Alejo himself. So thank you so much for being with us today on our first official AMA. We hope to see you guys next time.
Thank you, Landians, for always being there and for making this a really exciting journey. Thanks a lot.